So with karate, you can either say karate gi or dogi. Karate is karate and gi is wear. I know most people wonder, if karate gi means karate uniform or karate wear, why can't we just take the word gi and say uniform? One question mark would have been enough. I walked into the dojo many times and said I need to wash my gi, or my gi shrunk in the dryer, and everyone looked at me as if they didn't understand what I meant, because they probably didn't. I asked my wife and regular Japanese people, and they corrected me once again about the correct way to use this word. This is the odd characteristic of the Japanese language. You can't just take out the gi and use it on its own. Yes, there must be a word before or after this word gi for it to make sense to the Japanese people. Or you can, sort of, yeah, and then he gives examples: jujitsu gi, aikido gi, kendo gi, etc. Yeah. So just say whatever martial arts you practice, just say the name followed by the word gi, and you will be understood in its correct form. Or you can always just say dogi and be understood as well. Okay, all the best in your martial arts journey. Cheers, Tim Johnston, Narita, Japan. Okay, so the overall information is correct. He's right in saying that you shouldn't say gi on its own. But now let's say why. So I think what's important to understand is the following. Transliteration is the process of transferring a word from the alphabet of one language to another. So when we write it in ki, then you are applying transliteration, because that's not how they write it in their own language. We write ki, and even if we add after it kanji, we will get a lot of different options and choices, because Japanese, similarly to Chinese, has a lot of homophony. It has a lot of different words that sound the exact same, but they're written differently, and the kanji will provide semantic basis and clarity for what we actually mean. And you will notice that the Japanese sometimes even do that when they speak. They will write the kanji in the air. It's actually fascinating. So, ki. One possibility is tree. This will be the kanji, it's pronounced ki, and of course it's not what we are discussing today. Another possibility would be spirit or energy, inner mental energy. We can go really deep with this one. Air, it can mean air. This one can have a lot of different spirit, yeah, a lot of different translations, even as you can see, atmosphere, mind. It can mean a lot of things. It's not the one we are discussing here. Interestingly enough, it is the character that we find in Aikido, for example. The one that we are talking about is this. This character here, which on its own can be read ki, but generally you find it in compound words, such as the word kimono, where it's at the beginning. Okay, let me show you that. So you can see it here, kimono, and that's at the beginning of a word, and it does not turn into a G. It's still pronounced as in its original sound, which is ki. Literally, mono means object or item. So item to wear, something you wear. That's what kimono literally means, although of course that's the literal translation. Contextually, in our day and age, kimono has a very specific meaning that we are all familiar with in Japanese. But it can also be used as a verb, and in that case, removing for a moment the na here, which is the way you ask someone, you tell someone not to do, so it's a negative imperative. Remove the na for a moment. Just this is read kiru, and it means to wear. So when you wear something, you put clothes on, it's kiru.